humbly request the Honorable Governor to felicitate the top-ranking higher educational institutions in Tamil Nadu in various categories of NIR of India Rankings 2024. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, Chennai for getting the overall #1 rank in overall category and engineering category, and second rank in engineering and innovation category, and the 16th rank in management category. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate Dr. V. Kamakoti, Director, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, Chennai. Thank you, sir. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate Anna University, Chennai for getting the first rank in the State Public University category, the 10th rank in innovation category, the 13th rank in the university category, the 14th rank in the engineering category, the 17th rank in the research category, and the 20th rank in the overall category. Dr. J. Prakash, Registrar, along with the former Vice Chancellor, Professor Vellore Raj, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. The next felicitation will be done to Saveetha Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences, Chennai. They have got the first rank in the dental category, in the 11th rank in the universities category, the 12th rank in the medical category, the 13th rank in the law category, and the 20th rank in the research category. Professor Dr. S. Suresh Kumar, Vice Chancellor, will be felicitated. The fourth is the Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore. They have received the 7th rank in the universities category, 8th rank in the medical category, 13th rank in the pharmacy category, 14th rank in the dental category, 18th rank in the overall category. Dr. Shankaran, Registrar on behalf of VC Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. The next to be felicitated is the SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai, for receiving the 7th rank in the dental category, 11th in the architecture and planning category, 11th in the pharmacy category, 12th in the universities category, 13th in the engineering category. Dr. C. Muttamil Chelvan, Vice Chancellor, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. The next to be felicitated is the National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, for receiving the 8th rank in architecture and planning, the 9th rank in engineering. Dr. G. Akhila, Director, National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. The next institute to be felicitated is the Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore, for receiving the 10th rank in the universities category, 11th rank in the engineering category, 13th rank in the research category, 19th rank in the overall category. Dr. Kanchana Bhaskar, Vice Chancellor, will be felicitated now. The next to be felicitated is Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research Center for receiving the 10th rank in the dental category, the 20th rank in the medical category. Professor Rupa Nagarajan, Registrar on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, will receive the felicitation. The next institute to be felicitated is the Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, for receiving the 6th rank in agriculture and allied sectors. Dr. V. Geeta Lakshmi, Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Good round of applause. It is a great contribution which has made Tamil Nadu very proud. Dr. V. Geeta Lakshmi will now be felicitated. The next institute to be felicitated is Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore, for being ranked 8th in the category of state public universities. Dr. Rupa Gunaseelan, Registrar in Charge, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, the next university to be felicitated is the University of Madras, Chennai, who has been ranked number 12 in the State Public Universities category. Professor S. Elumalai, Registrar, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. The next institute will be National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management, Tanjavur, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor for being ranked number 12 in agriculture and allied sectors. Professor V. Palanimuthu, Director, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Bharatidasan University Tiruchirappalli, which has been ranked number 16 under the category of the state public universities, will now be felicitated. Professor M. Selvam, Vice Chancellor of Bharatidasan University Tiruchirappalli, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Chennai, which was ranked number 17 under the category of agriculture and allied sectors, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Dr. K. N. Selvakumar, Vice Chancellor, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to not stop your ovation. It is a great contribution done by all of you towards the field of education and making the state proud. The next university to be felicitated is the Alagappa University, Karaikudi, for being ranked number 17 under the category of state public universities. Dr. G. Ravi, Vice Chancellor, Anna University, Karaikudi, will now be felicitated amidst your good round of applause. The next university to be felicitated is Meenakshi Academy of Higher Education and Research, Chennai, who have been ranked number 13 under the category of dental. Professor Dr. C. Sridhar, Vice Chancellor, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor amidst a thunderous applause from his peers from the other universities. The next university to be felicitated is the Christian Medical College, Vellore, which has been ranked number 3 under the medical category. Dr. Solomon Satish Kumar, Principal, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor amidst your good round of resonating applause. The next institute to be felicitated is JSS College of Pharmacy, Ooty, who have been ranked number 4 under the category of Pharmacy. Dr. S. P. Dinamalar, Principal, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor for his illustrious service, and it will be applauded by all our august gathering over here. The next to be felicitated is the Madras Medical College and Government General Hospital, Chennai, for being ranked number 10 under the category of medical. Dr. C. Hariharan, Director, Institute of Internal Medicine, on behalf of the Dean, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. The next institute to be felicitated is PSGR Krishnammal College for Women, Coimbatore, for being ranked number 7 under the category of college. Dr. P. B. Harati, Principal, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Applause, applause, applause. Thank you. The next institute to be felicitated is Loyola College, Chennai, for being ranked number 8 under the category of college. Reverend Dr. A. Louis Arogyaraj, S.J., Principal, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. PSG College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, which has been ranked number 11 under the category of college, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Dr. D. Brinda, Principal, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Shanmuga Arts, Science, Technology and Research Academy, Sastra, Tanjavur, will now be felicitated for being ranked 14 under the category of law. We welcome Rajan K.S. Dean on behalf of Vice Chancellor to receive the felicitation. Next, we call upon the Madras Christian College, Chennai, who have been ranked 14 under the category of college. Dr. Paul Wilson, Principal, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor amidst the plethora of applause from their colleagues who are seated here. The next to be felicitated is the Tyagarajar College, Madurai, who have been ranked number 15 under the category of college. Dr. D. Pandyaraja, Principal, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Hindustan College of Engineering, Coimbatore, which has been ranked number 18 under the category of innovation, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. We welcome Dr. J. Jaya, Principal, to be felicitated. Mornings are always filled with great vibes, and added vibes will echo with your applause and ovation. Thank you all. Congratulations to the institutions for their top rankings in various categories. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend our invitation to the NIRF ranking institution to commence their presentations. We kindly ask you to adhere to the allocated time limit for your presentation. Thank you, sir. We now welcome the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, Chennai for their presentation. Hearty welcome to Professor Kamakoti, sir.
Honorable Governor, all friends, Vice Chancellors, Directors, a very, very good morning. It's a time where we do an audit of ourselves, thanks to the Government of India for doing this NIRF ranking on a yearly basis, which gives us a synchronization point where we could assess what we have done so far, what we have done best, what we can do better, and also give us some very interesting pointers of how we can shape our institutions so that we achieve certain very high important national goals. So with this, I'll be making a short presentation where I will also try to tell you what has been changed from NIRF 2023 to 2024, some parameters that have changed, and some things that IIT Madras had done over the last year, which had helped us to retain the #1 position in the engineering and overall category, and also #2 position in the research and innovation category. And also some points that I would like to share with all of us so that we could concentrate on those to keep consistently improving our ranking on a yearly basis. So the ranking parameters, we must tell you that NIRF is probably the only government-initiated ranking parameter across the globe. We have other international rankings which are actually done by private agencies. And this essentially has captured some of the national perspectives, some of the national academic needs in a very comprehensive manner. Friends, the ranking parameters need to be, there are a lot of non-measurable parameters. So, but if we are going to arrive at a ranking, we need to translate those into something that is measurable and something that is verifiable. So, there are parameters which are difficult to measure or difficult to verify, and that cannot be a parameter in the rankings. And what we had done over the period of time, if you look at NIRF, many of what we thought could not be verified or which could not be quantified, we have slowly brought in a process by which we could bring them into a verifiability and a quantifiability criteria. So that is what we are doing as we progress in this NIRF ranking over the last 9 to 10 years. Now these are the parameters. One thing is the teaching and learning resources, which constitutes around 30%, 30% for research and professional practice, 10% for perception, unlike the international ranking which goes up to 40 to 45% for perception, 10% for outreach and inclusivity, and 20% for graduation outcomes. Now these are some of the acronyms, but I'd like to point out some 2 or 3 of them. For example, FPPP, which is the footprint of projects and professional practice and executive. The ESCS, which is the economically and socially challenged students, how we are handling them. And there is also a new parameter which is GPHD. It has been there for quite some time, but now fine-tuned this year. Metric for number of PhD students graduated. And of course, there are other things that have been there. There is a parameter on IPR, which is IPR and patents filed, published, granted, and licensed. And then we also have a very interesting combined metric for publication. So these are some of the new things that had come up this year, or certain things that have been refined from the last year. So these are some of the acronyms. So we'll be repeating some of them during the presentation. So just to give you a glimpse of that. As you see, friends, if you go through these parameters, very, very clear that we have captured almost everything that as a country we expect from an academic institution. Now, if you look at teaching learning resources, the student strength is given 20% of this weightage, right? And so, and why we are giving that? Because we are a large country and we require larger institutions. So we are looking at student strength. Institutions that have larger student strength are the need for the country. Faculty strength ratio, the student ratio, is very important because it directly is proportional to the quality of teaching. More the personal care that we can give per student is something that the student benefits from. And the faculty with PhD, it actually indirectly measures quality of research and teaching, and good mix of senior, mid, and junior is a requirement here. The senior, mid, and junior requirement essentially captures a good succession planning that the university could put in place, so that for a long-term sustainability of many of the research that they are taking is a very, very important parameter. And of course, financial resource and utilization is directly proportional to the facility we give to the students. And then online education. Friends, today 40% of the courses can be taken online, and that essentially means that there are many institutions with many expertises. Every institution cannot be expert in everything. So we are now saying that 40% of the credits can be taken online. Essentially means that the students can take the best of all the institutions available in the country. And that is what we have enabled through Swayam Plus. And this parameter pushes for a forward-looking institutions. Basically, NEP has recommended online and other alternative mode of education. And this is given a 15% weightage in this TLR. So what I'm trying to tell you is what is the rationale behind coming out with these percentages, and the reason for why these are figuring in these parameters. And when you come to the research and professional practice, publications are given 30, so measures quantity of research, and normalization is papers per faculty. So this essentially even enables institutions that are relatively new, which have lesser number of faculty, also to compete nicely because of the normalization, because we are not calculating the total number of papers, but we are taking papers per faculty. And the citations, we are given 30%, are a measure of quality, and the normalization in terms of citations per paper allows smaller institutions to compete. Patents, granted plus published. Even published patents are given weightage here. And it also accounts for the relevancy of research. Friends, in the ANRF, the stress is more on transformational or translational research. Essentially research that gets translated into a product that is relevant to the society. So just publication is not going to take us so far. It must be translated into something that is for social good. And that's why there is a 15% weightage for patents, with a great expectation that these patents will become relevant. SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, are becoming extremely important. UN has 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and all the international rankings have a sustainability parameter itself. I'm sure within the next couple of years, probably even next year, there will be a sustainability vertical, and I'm sure that has large scope for many institutions to participate. And India as a country, we have given certain assurances to the UN in meeting these sustainable development goal. And it's very, very important that all institutions in their education, in their research, in their practice, in their skill development must concentrate on SDG. And so there is a 10% weightage given for research and professional practice in SDG. And of course, research projects measures quantity of research. Again, this normalization comes from papers per faculty. So these are all some of the important parameters and the rationale why we have these weightages to a large extent. Now, graduation outcome is very, very important. So there is a median salary, and 25 marks is measured for ranking engineering institutes. And one is percentage graduated in stipulated time. This parameter measures the administrative efficiency of an institute. And the number of PhD students graduated per year. This parameter ensures that a good mix of UG and PG students are present in an institution, ensures better research environment. We believe that PhD students will form groups with the undergraduate students and postgraduate students to form a research culture within the institute, which is very, very important for innovation and entrepreneurship and the research output of our country. So then outreach and inclusivity. The regional diversity is given 30. That is, we want from other states. Private institutes actually benefit quite significantly from this, while state university used to suffer for this because of the internal quota that they have for the respective states. And that is why a new category was created this year for the state universities. Women diversity, 50% in students. I think that's also something which is very important. And 20% in faculty. This takes care of the gender equality. And economically and socially challenged students, we are given 20%. As a country, we need to have this inclusivity and democratize the opportunity, and that is basically captured in that parameter. And physically challenged students, facilities for these students. This ensures, again, inclusivity and equal opportunity for everyone. And then there is a perception parameter, where the employers and the academic peers' perception. This measures the quality of the outgoing students and measures the quality of teaching and research of an institute from a third-party perspective. And we have given 10% for that. Now, friends, these are some of the very important things. NIRF is a very comprehensive ranking framework. It has components for industrial research, translational research, corporate social responsibility research. This is completely missing in other international rankings. Regional diversity, gender equality, and some of these parameters, if addressed properly, will certainly improve our NIRF ranking. And we are one of the most transparent here. It closely captures India's specific commitments for higher educations. And what we have done, inspired by this, to keep our flag flying, IIT Madras has outpaced every other IITs in patents filing. We had 382 patents filed in the last financial year. And we have startups. The IIT Madras Research Park helps us. We have 370 plus startups. They are valued at close to 47,000 crores. IIT Madras is also committed to ensure regional diversity and gender equality in its campus. And this effort has been recognized in our performance on these particular aspects of ranking. And IITM has connected with local community through multiple teaching-related programs, the Vidya Shakti program, the other electronic kit program, etc. And we have CSR projects, which has helped improve the perception of IIT Madras among industries and academia. And we have new initiatives like the medical school, the School of Sustainability, and recently a School for Interdisciplinary Studies, which give us an edge in the years to come. So the key initiatives by IIT Madras, which I thought we should share with all of you so that all of you can concentrate on these 6 very interesting parameters which are well within your control so that you could improve your ranking in the coming years. We also have 2 more parameters where we need to improve in terms of innovation and research. We have been at 2 for quite some time. We are trying our best to push to 1. One is that improving the gender equality and regional diversity among students and faculty. A concentrated attempt on this will give you a very good edge. and creating a committee which will ensure quick data collection and verification. And that is also very important. So many times we miss several data which could have been projected. And when you run a multifaceted institution with many, many departments, etc., this is on a daily basis. So we have now made a collection mechanism, an accumulation mechanism. We believe that every day there is going to be an NIRF ranking. So every day morning we can go and submit the data. So we have automated this, and that really is helping. And I'm sure any help in this direction, we can also basically share some of the process that we are following. And creating awareness among faculty for quality publication outcome. Friends, we must concentrate on Q1 and Q2 journals. Q3 journals are rarely cited. So Q1 and Q2, and basically talk about this through multiple social media and email communications. That is a research, and this has come out, and that is very, very important. And identifying new areas of growth and creation of new centers, it's very, very important to keep up the contemporary research up, like what we had done in terms of medical sciences, in the School of Sustainability, School of Interdisciplinary Studies. School of Sustainability is something that we strongly recommend, because that's going to give you a lot more projects, a lot more insights, a lot more CSR. I think that is something which we strongly recommend. And please focus on translational research, including push for patents and startup. And that is going to be the next generation. India must become a startup country. And that is something very important for each academic institution. And internationalization of IIT Madras has helped the institute in many ways. I'm sure many colleges do have very good international partners. Please concentrate on that. Please build international research networks. And I think that's going to be extremely crucial for this. So all this, friends, let us take this ranking as an audit, third-party audit. The rank is just an integer, but the message it conveys is extremely important. And we aspire to improve that rank with an intention and objective that we improve our respective institutions. And if we take that approach, I think this is a most healthy competition. I again thank the Raj Bhavan and the Honorable Governor for giving this opportunity to share. All of us can take all the best from each one of us and make Tamil Nadu proud. This year, I think we have around 45 institutions in the top 200 or 300, 100 or 200. I think that must double over a period of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome the presentation from Anna University, Chennai. And you have been given 7 minutes duration, sir. Thank you.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi, most respected Secretary to Governor, Thiru Kirosh Kumar IAS, most respected Vice Chancellor of various universities, special invitees, very good morning to all of you. At the outset, I would like to thank the Honorable Governor for having organized this conclave for excellence in higher education in Tamil Nadu. And I am pleased to present Okay. I'm pleased to present Anna University's position vis-a-vis other educational institutions in the various NIRF ranking categories established by Ministry of Human Resource and Development. Next slide. State university which is ranked, which has figured in the top in the top 10. In the university category, we have significantly improved our position over the last 3 years, from 20 in 2022 to 13th in the NIRF 2024 edition. And in the engineering category, we have slipped by 1 position, and in the research and in the overall category, we have figured in top 20. At this juncture, I would like to thank the government, both the state government and central government, and all the authorities for having provided unwavering support in enhancing the academic research and innovation ecosystem at NIT University. Also, I would like to thank all the stakeholders, the research collaborators, faculty members, staff members who had helped in figuring in top 20 in all the categories. In the state public university innovation category, university category, engineering research, and overall category. In this slide, we have compared Anna University's performance in the university category across all the 5 major parameters, parameter-wise. There are 5 major parameters, and one of the major parameters is teaching learning resources. And in the teaching learning resources, there has been a steady improvement in the TLR score. And the improvement in the TLR score can be attributed to the following factors. We have successfully completed our recruitment, the faculty recruitment, and 161 faculty members have been appointed in the various positions at Anna University in the last year. And this has resulted in improving our faculty-student ratio, and as a result, we have improved our faculty-student ratio score, that is in the metric, FSR metric, our score got improved. And all the faculty members appointed recently are PhD holders, and as a result, it has contributed in improving our score in the faculty qualification metric. So this is the second factor which has helped. And the third factor is improvement in the student enrollment. All the first year lab seats have been filled through lateral entry, which has boosted our student enrollment, student enrollment, and this has resulted in improving our score in the student strength metric. So 3 factors have contributed. The first one is the faculty recruitment, and appointing all faculty members with PhD and improving the student enrollment has contributed significantly in improving our score in the TLR, which has weightage of 30%. And the second most important parameter is RPC, that is research and professional practice. And you can see here, we have significantly improved our score in the RPC category in the last edition itself, and we have maintained more or less in this year. And the improvement in the RPC score can be attributed to the following factors. We have excellent research and innovation ecosystem. There are 40 research centers functioning at Anna University, and in a big way, we promote interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary research. 16 new research centers have been established in the last 3 years. And we have state-of-the-art research facility in all areas, in all niche areas in STEAM. The acronym is Science, Technology, Engineering, Architecture, and Management. And we have aligned our research with respect to sustainable development goals. And as a result, our citations got improved, and the quality of research publication also improved. And also, we have taken a lot of measure in consolidating all the details pertaining to patent through in-pass software. And all these factors have contributed in improving our RPC score, which has again a weightage of 30%. So we have improved significantly in the last 3 years in both the parameters, that is in the teaching learning resources as well as in the RPC, which has a weightage of 60%. And the last parameter, which is the perception and accreditation score. As you all might be aware that Anna University has been awarded A++ grade by the National Accreditation Council. On a 4-point scale, we have secured 3.54, and this has resulted in improving our perception plus accreditation score. And in the accreditation component, we have secured full marks, that is 30, and as a result, our accreditation plus the perception score are improved. So these are the 3 major parameters which helped Anna University in improving our position in the university category over the last 3 years. And of course, in the other 2 parameters, we have maintained our score, but there is a lot of scope for improvement, and we have taken a lot of initiative to improve our score in both graduation outcome as well as in the outreach and inclusivity. And in this slide, I've compared the scores of top 6 ranked public university, of course, Anna University being ranked 1. The second ranked university is Jadavpur, the third one is Savitribai Pune University, and fourth one is Calcutta, fifth one is Punjab, and sixth one is Osmania Universities. I've compared the score parameter-wise of the top 6 ranked university. And the reason why we have remained number 1 is because we have outperformed all the next 5 ranked universities in the RPC category. We have secured highest score, 89.07, and the next ranked university is Jadavpur, which has secured 76.39. Since we have outperformed all the next 5 ranked university in the RPC category as well as in the perception category, we have remained number 1. And our score is comparable to other 5 ranked university in the TLR. Of course, there is a scope for improvement in the other 2 parameters, that is graduation outcome as well as in the outreach and inclusivity. We are taking a lot of steps to improve our score, both in the graduation outcome and in the outreach and inclusivity. And we will take all steps in such a way that we will remain number 1 forever in the state public university. For that, now we are taking a lot of efforts. And some of the initiatives that we have taken to improve our position in all the categories that have been presented here. In the teaching learning resources, we have enhanced the fellowship, research fellowship, on par with UGC to attract quality PhD students. Of course, we have taken all efforts to fill the vacant positions. Thereby, we will be able to improve our score, both in TLR as well as in RPC. In the research professional practice, we have taken steps. And efforts are being taken to increase the PhD registration by inviting persons from industry and R&D establishment. And in the research and professional practice category, as I had mentioned earlier, we have a conducive research and innovation ecosystem. We have instituted awards for faculty members' achievements in research and innovation. Publication in quality journal is mandatory for PhD completion. And we have aligned our research with sustainable development goals. And in the graduation outcome, since we insist on quality, the number of PhD students graduating is lower. And we have taken a lot of efforts to promote internationalization in big way, and thereby we'll be able to improve we'll be able to attract more foreign students. As a result, now our score will get improved in the outreach and inclusivity. And in the perception, we dynamically update our website. We actively participate in social media platforms, in international rankings, and our 7 years, since we have performed very well in all the editions, the validity period has been extended from 5 years to 7 years. And above all, the effective functioning of internal quality assurance cell in Anna University that helps in improving our position. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome Saveetha Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences, Chennai, for their presentation.
Very good morning, Honorable Chancellor and Governor of the State, dignitaries from various colleges and the universities, and head of the institutions and principals of various colleges. So I'm here to present about the Saveetha Dental College performance in the NIF ranking in 2024. In short, this is how we have performed. We work as a university. We come under SIMATS University, and the goals are fixed by the SIMATS University, and we work according to the university goals. So this is how we have performed in all the specialties in the universities. Around 8 specialties we have in the NIF ranking, and we have shown a tremendous growth in the past 22, 23, and 24. There is a constant growth in all 8 specialties. So this is how, in a nutshell, I can tell that dental has already secured the #1 position and for the past 3 years, and the university has upgrowth, and the law has tried to maintain. It's stepped down by one mark, and the overall over to the STG goals. So when we worked according to the STG goals, we were automatically getting placed in the international ranking as well. So if you see the NIF rankings, the criteria which we have to follow is mostly covered in the international ranking. So when we had to satisfy the NIRF ranking, we will automatically satisfy the international ranking as well. So this is where when we try to work on the SDG goals, we were placed in the Times New ranking with SDG 7 in the 3rd position in the world, and SDG 12 we were in 56th position, SDG 6 we were in 101 to 200 position, SDG 3 we were in world 201 to 300 position, and SDG 9 we were in 301 to 400, and SDG 4 we were in 401 to 600. So other rankings also we had achieved, which is like the dental college has achieved the SkyMago ranking, which is we were in the world 8th position. This is one of the this is not one of the dental colleges. This is the only dental college from India which has participated in the world, that is in the QS ranking and the SkyMago ranking. And all these things we had made a strong representation of India in the world map. So now the world universities have contacted us to work on these criterias, and we have a good collaboration now working with these criterias. And all this is possible because we had 55% of the top 2 scientists. That is, it is going to be 55% of the top 2 scientists are there with us in our university. And our world institution ranking was platinum, and global digital work university ranking was platinum campus. So coming on to the 2024 international NIRF ranking, we worked in all the parameters. We had a strategy to work in all these parameters, and we, as the director mentioned, we had to make an understanding of all these parameters as well. And in the teaching and learning resources, we had 100% faculty who has an equivalent PhD degree. In our FSR ratio was 1:10, and almost all our principals and the top management people will be women here. So it is like more than 50 to 60% of the people running the show is the women in our university. And we have a good salary package which keeps down the attrition rate. And for the students' benefit, we follow a CBCS system in the various specialties and various colleges so that the students have a good understanding of the subject, as well as it's not only about the certain specialty, they have a good understanding of all the specialties as well. And there are more funds which is spent on the teachers and teacher per student. And we had also spent more on the seminars and the conferences, and we have sponsored around 2 lakh delegates in 2023 only. Coming on to the research. So we have a strong platform in the research as we start our research. Our curriculum is research integrated curriculum. So right from the undergraduation, the student is taught how to write a paper, how to read a paper, and how to even cite themselves in the papers. So with that, we had 7,200 plus publications in 2024, which is highest in the country now, and 4,400 papers in WOS, and on the whole, it is 11,500 papers. And there are around 48.8% publications 2020 in Q1, and faculty publication ratio is around 1:11. And again, as I told you, there are 55 top 2 scientists in the university, and we have pioneered in the UG research. This is the strong thing. We have taught the UGs to do the research and perform the research, and all these scientists who are there with us will help the students in performing their researches. And we have a very intensive curriculum. As I told you, the research curriculum, which is not advised by our by our councils also, we have given it as an additional subject, and we have trained the students to do the research from, as an undergraduate curriculum as well. So when we see the graduation outcomes, there is we encourage all the staffs and the students to participate in the PhD programs. So we know this is going to be there in the market, and PhD is going to be mandatory for all the students. So we inculcate the habit of registering for the PhD for all the students and the staffs, and again we help the other university staffs as well. So we have a weekly follow-up for those PhD to finish, because you know lots of people, they join PhD and they don't try to finish it. So we have a weekly follow-up with their guides, and we evaluate their performance, and a weekly report is submitted to the research dean again. So, and increased placement drives has been conducted. We have started conducting placement drives even in medical and dental as well. So this is one of its kind which is being done in a medical college or a dental college. And again, we support lots of socially economically weakened population as well. And we also give them a spoken language training. We don't actually support them only by giving a scholarship seats. Yes, we do give them a scholarship seat, but we also support them by the language, because that is where they lack, and they were not able to get placed in good companies because of the language. So we also train them doing a good spoken language. And the NEET coaching for the BDS and MBBS students has been done. It's again an integrated part of the curriculum. It has been done from the first year itself. So that is one of the things which is, and for the engineering students as well, we do a gate question type of examination again. And to be proud of, in the past 1 year, many of our dental alumni have settled, and 11 dental alumni are earning more than 10 lakhs per month. So this is how we train them to get into the market. So that's how we increase the employability of these students as well. So our outreach and intensive activity is like 80%, as I told you, the top management will be women, and the special quota for the physically challenged people and social categories is being given. And we also take awareness programs, and also we do we have also adapted villages and the slums to improve their social well-being as well. And about 70% of the students who have taken admissions in the university are going to be 70% of the students are outstate universities, and 7% are international students who have joined our university. And again, others, lots of accolades we have, that is like 21 international faculties have come in 2022 to take lectures for our students across the university. And there is two world rankings which has been created by the college, and four world ranks has been created by the students. And in the NEET, as we all know, that it's our seats are being filled very fast. And alumni success and motivation is what we keep on doing. We conduct regular alumni programs and keep motivating, and we also help the alumni students. And around 35 crores of intramural research equipment investment has been done last year, and around 1,000 club activities is what we do, and our buildings are LEED certified, and 100% paperless hospital is one of its kind. And we in the medical college, whenever the patient gets admitted, we give them a 5,000 rupees of credit, so they can use it for their treatment, or they can use it for their investigations as well. And there is 2 million reactions in the social media. This social media perception is what we mainly concentrate for all the colleges. We ask them to post social media contents, and we actually make a follow-up of what is being posted and how is it being received. And there is a good infrastructure, just photos of the infrastructure. This is our library, and this increases the passion for the students in learning. That's the idea of the institution. And libraries are 24/7. All these libraries are 24/7 open. And these are labs, which is of international kind labs, and this is one of the training centers for the Royal Colleges of Surgeons and the Australian programs. And this is the operation theatre, which is a free operation theatre for all the patients who come and get operated in the dental college. And these are all food courts, which is fully air-conditioned food courts. And this is a special fertility clinic, which is a free-of-cost fertility clinic, which is being developed in the medical college, and that's an ICU. And this is one of its. This is one of the material which we have, which is a full body cadaver printer, which is an anatomy printer, which we have also invested for, because we are unable to get the cadavers. So that's why we have been investing this thing, and this helps the students in the research part and the education part as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore, for their presentation.
His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, other dignitaries present in this meeting, my humble pranams to all of you. We from Amrita Vishwa are honored to be called into this meeting to discuss the progress made by universities in Tamil Nadu. Amrita Vishwa is established out of the vision of the world-famous spiritual leader Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, popularly known as Amma. The institution is established with its commitment to the transformative power of value-based education, providing to harmonize both scientific knowledge and spiritual understanding so as to utilize knowledge for societal benefit. Amma has coined the word for this value-based education, education for life. Some of the salient features of teaching learning resources of this university are the following. The curriculum is based on choice-based credit system. The university has introduced the novel feature of experiential learning, which is called live-in labs. Students registering for this course live in remote villages during their vacation to understand the problems faced therein, whether it be a technical one or social one. During the next semester, they complete a project to evolve a report on solution to the problem. The university or sponsoring trust takes steps to implement these suggestions. The university is providing for internships of students both within the country or outside in business establishments and in universities. The university is meticulously following the recommendations of holistic education put forward in NEP 2020 by incorporating courses in cultural education, Amrita Value programs, humanities electives, and Indian Constitution in all science, technology, engineering, and management programs. Following another recommendation of NEP 2020, we have started the program in BA Honours in Liberal Arts. We have started online programs. More than 7,000 students are enrolled in various programs such as BCA, BBA, MBA, and MCA. Fellowships are offered for foreign students for PhD in sustainable development. 108 students from 20 countries are making use of this fellowship, which promotes internationalization. Some of the significant features we have provided for the fast learners are the following. Fast track courses. Some of the industry who provide internships to our students were keen on having the students in their organization for a continuous duration of 4 months. Therefore, the university started teaching the courses the students would have learned in the final semester on a fast track so that the students finished their final semester coursework in about a month's time and were ready for their internship work. In line with the recommendation of NEP 2020, we have started several undergraduate honors programs providing both alternatives of the final year being completely devoted to research work or the final year being devoted to coursework, enabling the student to get direct admission to the second year of the PG program. We are proud of the programs we have started to promote Indian language and culture. Amrita Darshanam, International Center for Spiritual Studies of the university, offers courses on India's heritage, Mahabharata, Ramayana, yoga and meditation, Bhagavad Gita, on spiritual leaders of India and ancient Indian sciences. We have been sanctioned projects by the National Mission for Manuscripts for starting a Manuscripts Resource Center and Manuscripts Conservation Center. The university also offers short-term certificate courses, for example, the one on Sanskrit. Recently, the university started its center on sculpture and painting to offer one-year diploma programs in mural arts, fine arts, painting, traditional sculpture, and wood carving. The highlight of research promotion is setting up of research centers on wireless and cyber physical systems, digital learning, cybersecurity, nanosciences, advanced materials and green technologies, biotechnology, mind-brain center, computational engineering and networking, precision medicine, including telemedicine and multi-organ transplants. Some of the research promotion schemes are seed grants, bridge grants, chancellor's grant for research onboarding, and reimbursement of article publication charges. Campuses of the university have been started in different parts of the country, the total number being 9 at present. The first creditable feature of graduate outcome is the breadth of disciplines in which graduates are produced. The disciplines include science, technology, management, art, humanities, commerce, social and behavior sciences, health sciences, including allopathy and Ayurveda. The latest innovative additions are artificial intelligence in agriculture and artificial intelligence combined with medical engineering. The outstanding features of outreach and inclusivity include the following. Several MOUs have been signed for dual degree twinning programs with universities around the globe. There are extensions programs on empowering women through education on water, sanitation, and sustainability. Over 20 courses are implemented, including first women plumbers trained in India, carpentry, toilet building, and motorcycle repair, seaweed cultivation for coastal biodiversity conservation, water quality management for sustainable living, sustainable agroforestry practices, mushroom cultivation and beekeeping, sustainable upcycling of waste production, tailoring, beauty therapist, general duty assistant. These efforts have helped in forming several self-help groups for women. Amrita's governance system includes Vice Chancellor, Provost for Research, Innovation, Planning and International Relations, and Deans of Schools. The Deans head the Leadership Council of each school, which take all strategic decisions on new programs to be offered, new research initiatives, and improvements in graduate outcomes. All heads of schools and research heads are members of the Leadership Council. The facilities of every campus are managed by the campus development committees. They look after the infrastructure development and campus maintenance. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, for their presentation.
His Excellency Sri Ravi ji and all the other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Thank you for this opportunity. It's a wonderful opportunity to share whatever we are doing in our institute so that we can take our education to the next level at the international arena. Me representing NIT Tiruchirappalli as director, I would like to place on record to achieve this all the faculty members, staff members, and the students to help us or to take us to up to this level. So about NIT Tiruchirappalli, we started in 1964 as REC. Now we are in our Diamond Jubilee celebration, that is the 60th year. So we have around more than 7,500 students with 23% female representation. It's a premier destination for high-ranking JEE aspirants, and faculty with extensive international experience. We have pioneers in flexible curriculum among NITs, strong sustained industry engagement we have, and we have a alumni relation at an all-time high right now, and UG and PG programs accredited by NBA and state-of-art NABL accredited laboratory is there. This is our ranking. So if you see that in engineering, we are in 9th position. All the rest of the institutes are only IITs. So I would like to have, or again, I would like to thank all my faculty, students, and all the staff members for achieving this. So we are in 31st place in overall, and 51st in management, 31st in research, 8th in architecture, and 9th in engineering. So with respect to TLR, what is the advantage or the plus point for us is it's a flexible curriculum. We have aligned with NEP 2020 and National Credit Framework 24-25 for a modern academic experience. We have reduced the credits to 160 with options for minor and honors top-ups, that is on the student's choice. Up to 18 credits via MOOCs, yes, we have introduced, earn significant credits through MOOCs. It's a plus point for our students to get the exposure to other type of teaching, learning, and other expertise also. So we have credit transfer from IITs. It's a seamless credit transfer opportunities with IITs. Already we have executed MOU with IIT Madras, and our students are pursuing their final year there, and they are continuing their PhD at IIT Madras and at IIT Delhi also. So the exit options we have incorporated in our, that's a new curriculum, NDP 2020, BSc Engineering at the 3rd year and MS Engineering at the 1st year PG. And we are encouraging exciting project opportunities across diverse fields within our students, and it gives more options for longer internships and semester exchange programs. So with respect to, again, teaching, learning, and resources, the student intake, the increased student intake after the implementation of EWS, and the UG admission is only based on JOSA, CSAB, DASA, and ICCR and SII. And for the MTech and the MArch, we are the GATE qualified candidates through the CCMT, that's a common admission test. The faculty, yes, we have all the faculties with PhD, and they have exposure in foreign universities with strong research credentials. The professional development allowance we are giving to all our faculty so that as soon as they join, they can start their research. And the alumni support is enormous to us. For an example, the alumni are conducting business and entrepreneurship for engineers. This is a 3-credit course which is offered during either 5th semester, or that is a 5th semester, and 7th semester students can join this. It's an elective course. It is purely operated by our alumni. And alumni-led IoT elective is also offered. And with curricular and extracurricular activities, we have boosted support for technical clubs, sports facilities, and all the hackathon participation. And everything is managed by our students with the faculty advisor. And we have, students are encouraged to thrive in both curricular and extracurricular activities of their choice. And the new initiatives at NIT Trichy is, we have started this BSc B.Ed Integrated Teacher Education Program in this 24-25, and we have integrated MTech and PhD programs, direct PhD admissions. We have started MA English, Language and Literature, MSc in Mathematics, and some of the MTech programs in geotechnical engineering, industrial automation, and data analytics. With respect to financial resources and their utilization, we have centers of dynamic excellence, and we have a manufacturing Siemens Center and IoT lab, and focused research on energy harvesting and storage technology, pioneering studies in particulate emission from combustion and industrial process, And we have electronic system design, calibration, and testing facilities to ensure precision and innovation. NSM supercomputer is available in NIT Trichy. Even we are allowing, or we are extending the invitation to all the people who want the additional supercomputing facility. Yes, they can use it. We have in our website, there is a link is available. Anybody is interested to use that NSM supercomputer, it is available to all the other institution also. And Student Innovation Center we have, supported by Tech3 to foster creativity and innovation among students. And the IT infrastructure and smart classrooms is we are giving the enhanced digital learning and teaching experiences. And another one is we are providing the seed grant for the newly joined faculty members so that they can kickstart their research initiative as soon as they join the institute. And tailored budgets based on student strength and distinct allocations for UG, PG, and research laboratory. Every year it is being monitored, and we are providing the support so that we are having the we are emphasizing on the continuous on modernizing labs for current academic needs. We have sophisticated instrumentation facility. It's equipped for high-end research endeavors, and we have around 352 equipments registered under SIF, where it is open to all the other people. They can come and use that. In the portal, it has been registered. All the equipments which are costing more than 20 lakhs. And the research and professional practice for the faculty members, it's a balanced workload. We have a conducive research atmosphere, and we are inviting, or we are encouraging them to go for global participation. And we have CPDA, that's a professional development allowance available for conference and research activities. Financial support for journal overland charges, yes, we are providing. And recognition, celebrating faculty achievers annually on the Institute Day. And PhD is mandatory for all the faculty who have joined. And the publication standards also for the PhD scholars to publications in reputed indexed journals. Strategic MOUs you are encouraging, and collaborative excellence, engaging in joint conferences, research publications, and IPRs with leading institutions under MOUs. And we are supporting financially and motivating. We are providing it for workshops focused on patent filing and innovative developments, and expansion of Spark projects and Gyan courses, financial support for organizing international conferences to boost research citations and enhance stakeholders' perception. We have around 150 active projects. So during the Institute Day, we are recognizing the excellence of all the faculty members and academic and research achievements through honoring departments for their paper publications, citations, patents, projects, and consultancy work. And based on this NIRF ranking parameters, yes, all the departments are encouraged to participate in the competitiveness, and we are awarding the best department every year also. And apart from that, budding researcher award is being given to them. Sports achievements, we are celebrating the students who excel in sports, promoting a balanced lifestyle. Even day before yesterday, we have conducted a marathon where 3,200 students registered in that, and around 2,400 students participated in the marathon, 9 kilometers for the boys category and 6 kilometers for the girls category. And Best Innovator Award we are giving, recognizing the groundbreaking innovation and creativity. Graduation outcome, robust support through a dedicated counseling and guidance cell, and we have top recruiters with us. We have diverse student body, active participation in educational fairs, and empowering women in leadership. Even our Dean ID, who is representing here, she is a woman, Dr. Uma from Department of Instrumentation. And here we are, with me, our Dean Academic, Dr. Ramesh is here, and our Dean Research, Dr. Shankar Narayanan is here, and our ranking coordinator, Dr. Gandhimati is here. With all their support, yes, we are applying all this, and we are doing this. And the perception, yes, I thank at this time for the alumni being the brand implementation at the departmental goals, faculty accountability, and data-driven monitoring. And once again, thank you for the opportunity for sharing our thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I thank all the institution for adhering to the time, and we also request the upcoming institution to stick to the time given to you. Next, we welcome Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, who's been given 7 minutes duration.
The most respected and honorable governor, the secretary sir, and IIT director, all the other vice chancellors, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to share the ranking framework followed in Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. Okay. So, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, we are taking up 15 ranking framework we are participating, and out of which the first 3 are the national NIRF ranking system. So, we are going with the subject-wise agriculture and allied sector NIRF ranking, and also in the general university category and state public university. So, under this, I'm very proud to say that agriculture and allied sector, we are in the 6th position among the national level. So, we are 64 agriculture universities, and in total, around 96 institutions are participating under this category, and we are ranked number 6. And the international ranking, Times Higher Education ranking, which is UK based, and in 3 categories we are applying. One is World University ranking, Asia University ranking, and also University ranking, World University ranking by subject. So these are the categories which we are applying. And then in the QS ranking, again in the 3 categories, QS World ranking, Asia ranking, and South Asia ranking we are applying. And in South Korea based ranking, which is World University ranking for innovation and World University ranking in entrepreneurship in agriculture development. And then EDU ranking, this again, there are 2 categories in EDU ranking, which we are giving again UK based, EDU ranking for the world, for the, again for the agriculture sector, for Asia and India. We are also participating in the India Today ranking. So we are comfortably positioned in most of the ranking system, and so coming to the NIRF ranking in particular, in the case of teaching and learning, the weightage, as we all know, is given 0.3. And first one is the student strength. We got 18.33 out of 20. Where we lost, we wanted to analyze where we lost the mark. And you know, it is 3 years data taken into account. Mainly, it is because of the allocated strength and how many students are joining. So in this case, we are definitely sanctioning the 100% of the strength. But in between, what is happening is, after joining and after the colleges are opened, some of the students are moving to medical. In the second year, actually, they are moving to the medical. And then some of the students are moving to high-rated engineering colleges, and few students are again going to veterinary and animal sciences. That is where we have some gap, and that is the reason we lost a few marks in that. And the next one is faculty-student ratio. We are very comfortable, but we got 30 out of 30 for that, because against the prescribed strength of 1:20, we have 1:8. You know, like we are focusing more towards imparting education to the students. And the third one is combined matrix for faculty with a PhD. You know, here we lost a maximum mark. The very reason is our recruitment was not happening for the past 10 years. We are trying hard, and we are hopeful that we will be recruiting it. So below 8 years service category, we don't have even one single faculty. That's where we lost the mark. So it is very important that the recruitment has to happen time to time. Otherwise, it will be very, the new blood will not come into the research system, and we will not be able to do innovative kind of a path-breaking research and all. Next one is financial resources and their utilization, where we got 18.4 out of 30. Here again, you know, like the IARI, like national institutes, we just compared it, because IARI is ranked number 1 in this category of agriculture and allied sector, where they are giving something around 45,000 per student per year is the fund allocation. Whereas in TNAU, we could manage with all our struggle, we could manage to get only 31,000. You know, this kind of, this is mainly used for lab lab, sports facilities, and also student amenities. So this one thing is, we are not hiking the fees for the student to create such facilities, because it is a state agriculture university and the fees collected is also very minimum. Another important thing is minimum support also we are getting for the infrastructure creation. And the strategies which we are thinking of following is increasing the admission strength and also increasing the pass percentage. So currently the pass percentage is around 92 to 93%. We wanted to make it above 95%, for which we are taking steps. And then we are introducing digital technology for better ranking and kind of things. And academic industry linkages, another important area where we are working. And the third one is education management system is implemented in our university, which is giving us scope for reviewing each and every activity from time to time. Then effective utilization of financial resources. This is again, we are trying to make it up. Coming to the research and professional practices, again the weightage given is 0.3. Here combined matrix for publication, 14.85 out of 30. And you know, like the publication is a real important thing which we need to do it. Now we are insisting on our faculty at least one paper in high impact factor journal or NOS rated 6 above journal, one faculty, one paper, 1 year. That policy we have implemented, and because of that definitely our publication rates are increasing. This year we will be doing double compared to the last year. So that's how we are promoting it. And then we are also giving scientific writing workshops also are being conducted. And you know, like we are providing financial assistance for publishing for the students for publishing in high rated journals. So these are some of the things which we are following for improving the quality of publication. Again, the citation, people were not aware of like how to cite the publications, you know, self citations they were making. Now we are giving workshops how to cite important papers and how to cite the papers which was published earlier from our own university. Those things are being, awareness program has been conducted. And again, IPR and patents. I would like to say that the IPR and patents was very low. In 2021, we had only 2 patents, and you know, now we have increased. Last year, we had 49 patents. This year, we are expecting more than 80 patents. Already 10 has been, patents have been published, and we are expecting 70 more. You know, now we have developed a cell, IPR cell, and we have employed patent attorney general. So we are actually in the move of encouraging our students and also staff members to file more and more patents. And again, for this we are providing fellowship to all the students so that the financial burden is taken off. For the master's students, we are providing 10,000 rupees per month, and for the PhD students, we are providing 20,000 per month. Other than the students who were successful in getting the competitive fellowships from ICAR, IARI, CSIR, and so on. And not only that, incentives to the scientists are also provided in many ways to encourage them to get externally funded projects. Again, footprint of projects, you know, like this one, we are encouraging to get more externally funded projects. And last year, we got 68 crores as externally funded projects outcome, which is one of the biggest amount which we got it over the past 5 years. And another thing is consultancy projects. We were little weak on the consultancy project. Now we have found where all we can keep it, because ours is service-oriented institute because of the agriculture in nature. Now we are concentrating on something like consultancy projects as well. Graduate outcome, and you know, here this is very, very important. Combined matrix for the placement of higher education, where we lost a lot of marks. The reason is we are not able to get the data. You know, like after completion of the graduation, we have to follow them up at least for 4 to 5 years so that we can know where they are placed, how they are placed, and so on. Right now, we could see that at least 40 to 45% of the students are getting placed both in the government as well as in the private sector. Around 40% of the students are coming back for studying higher studies and all. Now we have got a pakka system to document, and I think from next year onwards, this lacuna will be taken off. And another important thing is matrix for university examination, where we could get at least 13.54 out of 15. The examination results are published on time. That is one thing which we are able to do it. Just one semester result declaration will be pending. We are seeing that the rest of the things are done on time. Doctoral student graduation also, we are insisting it on time. more than 85% of the PhD students are completing their PhD program in 3 years of time, other than some special courses like biotechnology, engineering, and those people, they take just 1 semester extra, otherwise the finishing of the PhD program is on time. Then again, the medium salary. You know, the medium salary we cannot expect like engineering, but we are definitely insisting that no company can enter into the university in the campus interview with less than 3.5 lakhs per annum salary. But now people are also coming with the 12 lakhs per annum salary are also coming, but still we are working on this, increasing the medium salary. And another thing is outreach and inclusivity. So here again the weightage is minimum, but what we are doing is we are trying to encourage more students from the outside the state. This year we are very happy to announce that around 40% of our PhD students are from outside Tamil Nadu, 28% is for masters is outside Tamil Nadu, around 12% of the students are from outside Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu Agricultural University is becoming one of the preferred institute for taking education for UG, PG and PhD from the ICR system. And students from other countries, we have very poor intake from the other countries. So what we have done is, we have taken 2 satellite campuses, one in Ghana, another one in Nigeria. We are working on attracting more students from foreign countries. So, but one thing where I want to say something is, the ranking above Tamil Nadu Agricultural University is IARI, NDRI, IVRI. These are the 3 institutes which are at national level. There the student diversity is completely from outside the state, whereas the State Agricultural University, most of the students, especially in the UG, are coming from the state. So that's why we are losing some of the marks over there. So we have to be given some kind of a preference in those areas. Women diversity, we are comfortable because more than 70% of the students are women category, and economically and socially challenged. So this also, there is a lack of data. We are trying to address the gap. Physically challenged, yes, we are giving a lot of importance to the physically challenged students. And you know, like for the differently abled students, we have created a cell for their welfare, and we are doing a lot of welfare activities for them. And we are taking inclusivity by inviting government students through the 7.5% quota, and women diversity, collaboration with other institutes are given. Perception, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University got 100 out of 100 thanks to our alumni, and also we have signed MOU, 328 MOUs have been signed in different category, from the farmers producer organization, from the industries and so on. So we are in a better position. So thank you very much, but there are few issues maybe I'll discuss in the discussion time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We now humbly request all our dignitaries to join us for a tea break for refreshment. Elaborate arrangements have been done at the banquet hall and also outside Bharatiyar Mandapam. And we humbly request all of you to assemble back here in the Mandapam sharp at 12:15 so that we can commence with the remaining presentations. Thank you. Dear dignitaries, arrangements have been done in the banquet hall and also outside Bharatiyar Mandapam. We request you to join us at 12:15 sharp for the remaining presentation. Thank you. Dear dignitaries, we request you to join us for the refreshment, because you have to assemble back here again sharp at 12:15 for the further presentations followed by the interaction. So we request you to move to the banquet hall, and elaborate arrangements have been made outside Bharatiyar Mandapam. Dear dignitaries, we request you to move to the Request you to kindly assemble back here. Dear dignitaries, Vice Chancellors, we humbly request all of you to kindly assemble back in the Bharatiyar Mandapam so that we can commence with Dear dignitaries, we are happy to announce the arrival of the Honorable Governor, who will join us now for the presentation session. To start with, the presentation will continue with Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore.
Good afternoon. My respects to His Excellency Honorable Governor, Director IIT Madras, Secretary to Governor. I am very happy to present the NIRF ranking for VIT. NIRF rankings 2024. We are 10th in university category, 11th in engineering category, 13th in research, and overall category it is 19th. And we remain in the top 20 from 2022 onwards. And the primary reasons for our positions and our rankings would be the quality in teaching, the innovation, research, and employability, what we create for all the stakeholders. And the another advantage what we have is, as a multidisciplinary university, we have programs encompassing engineering, science, management, humanities, law, agriculture, architecture, multimedia, commerce, and all, including fashion, multimedia, design, and all, hotel management also. And with this multidisciplinary environment, the best practices what we follow is focus on both quantity and quality. And we get the feedback during the operation in all things concerned, feedback from all the stakeholders, and the industry programs in addition to the multidisciplinary, what the industry needs. Based on that, we dynamically change. That is the main privilege what we have as a deemed to be university. Based on the industry requirements, we coin the curriculum and we have the syllabi, and we have the industry input also from the industry people. So the state-of-the-art multidisciplinary research centers what we have faculty from all the disciplines there together with a common focus. For a complete product, we need to have more than 3-4 disciplines nowadays, what we see. Therefore, as a multidisciplinary research centers what we have, they add very much value to our system. And we have our faculty members and all the leaders of the institution given with the necessary autonomy and empowerment along with accountability. And we have good industry institute integration through even upskilling for industry and giving away programs to them and having their industry problems brought into the university for solution, and consultancy services and all, which are actually systemized. Consistent and diverse placement opportunities we maintain, and induction of professor of practice and adjunct faculty and all, and professors handling for each syllabus one particular module for the contemporary topics. We have that as a practice. And sponsored project, industrial consultancy, industry institute immersion, it's continuously happening. Our faculty, for example, for certain courses like additive manufacturing, VLSI design and all, we have our faculty members going to industries for working. And we have support for the advancement of rural students. As an institutional social responsibility, we identify from each of the state government public schools the topper girl and boy. We provide them the complete education within no cost involved at all, and we provide them great employment also. like FPPP where our score is less, and we are striving wherever we have lower scores, we are striving for enhancing that, and we go with those aim, and in the process we actually aim for the benefit of the students, for the benefit of industry, for the benefit of society as a whole. And this one is for research category. What we have for quantifiable and qualitative, both these. For quantitative research we have this, and qualitative research we take care of through Q1, Q1, Q2 only, and H index we get the maximum marks, and the research we actually have UG students naturally. We have our international rankings and all defined, and right from QS and Shanghai rank and QS ranking we are climbing up. We are we holding positions up to 212 in the engineering and technology rankings and all, and in Asia we are 163rd, and in Shanghai it is 2, and THE ranking also, and in US News World University rank they were announcing India, in India rank it is 6th. And for all our for our programs, the accreditation actually takes care of the processes, the methodologies, and how we implement all things involved. Therefore, for our programs, for the accreditation of the university, we for the fourth cycle we got 3.66 out of 4. And for agricultural programs, what we offer, we have the accredited programs. For law programs we have, for management programs BCom and MBA and all we have, and for chemistry also we have, and we have NABL accredited laboratories in both the campuses in Chennai and Vellore, and we cater to the industries from Bangalore and Ranipet, Chennai and all, and we have several of those industries working with us for their programs also, for their joint research and consultancy projects, and we have to focus more, because given the number of programs what we have and the latest programs what we have, and the multidisciplinary programs like AI and robotics and all, getting good faculty for those areas, cyber physical system, cyber security and all is becoming more difficult day by day. Therefore, we are actually concentrating on training our own faculty members in that by sending them to the industry immersion sufficiently enough, and we are trying to reach 1:15 of course. And all the faculty members we are recruiting only PhD scholars, PhD completed faculty members, along with for the certain departments like tech, we are starting to think of hiring some also without PhD and making them work in those directions. Focus on quality and quantity in research output, that's our focus, that remains our focus always, and initiatives for enhancing IP generation. We have excellent student strength and dedicated faculty members and dedicated scholars. We are now trying for more IP generation with the impetus what is given in the management who leads us. By working with us, we can really achieve methodologies also, and enhancing research consultancy and executive development training also for all the industry stakeholders, and developing more courses for online learning also remains our aim, and we have already started online courses and all. Strengthening documentation for student progression, that we are focusing on. As a deemed to be university, we are able to have our focus on the education, research, reaching out to the industries and solutions for the society concentrated on, and with all the good wishes from you, and with the great work what is done by our faculty members, great contributions by all our team members who have come with me, 4 of them, Pro VC from Chennai campus, and our team member Dr. S. Hemamalini, the leader from Chennai campus, and Dr. Murugan from Vellore, and the registrar Dr. Jay Bharati from Vellore, who have joined us. And at this point of time, I thank them all. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, ma'am. We now welcome Shanmuga Arts, Science, Technology and Research Academy, Sastra, Tanjavur, for their presentation. Thank you.
Most respected Governor of Tamil Nadu, dignitaries on the dais and invitees from the higher education institutions of India. I am representing Sastra University, the student community and the faculty community and management of Sastra. The university is ranked number 14 in law category and 28 in the university category and 47 in the overall category. I am joined by my senior colleague, Professor Neelakandan, who is the IQAC coordinator. The university believes that a strong world-class institution can be built on 2 foundational pillars, namely the quality education and the research and development, which are possible through another 4 foundational pillars, namely infrastructure, students, faculty, and the curriculum. We have the Vision 2025 document, which we have now upgraded it to Vision 2035 document, which is to be released very soon. And this vision document is the one that is driving the university's activities. Such a document is made in consultation with the policy makers of the government, looking at the industry experts and the inputs from the statutory bodies. So this helps us to come up with a policy framework that helps the institution to improve. So we would like to share some of the best practices that we follow that helps us to get the ranks that we have got in the various categories, starting with the transparent merit-based admission, which is also inclusive. By inclusive, what we mean is we have also 20% reservation for the students from the Trichy and Tanjavur districts, the students who had done the schooling in Trichy and Tanjavur districts, so that 20% exclusive reservation is available for them, so that they can benefit from the world-class institution available in that particular locality itself. Our curriculum is frequently upgraded. We come up with new programs in collaboration with the industries, and our MTech VLSA program, which is supported by Tata Electronics, is a very flagship initiative, which is a model program for for the VLSA degree programs. We have very strong industry connect. We have the industry-sponsored labs. We have consultancy projects run by the industry. We have now also jointly developing technologies with the industry in what you call as the industry accelerator, which has been supported by the Ministry of Heavy Industries under the Capital Goods Scheme. So our students and faculty members are able to work hands-on and also rub shoulders with the industry partners in technology development as well. While the students and faculty members focus on the teaching and learning and research, the institution provides them peace of mind through the student welfare and faculty welfare scheme, so that they can concentrate on teaching, learning, and research. So looking at some of the parameters, we have consciously looked at the NIRF parameters, which directly contribute to the good teaching, learning, and research at the university. As a result of which, we have consistently now the faculty in the ratio of 1:15, that is faculty-student ratio of 1:15 in the overall category, and in the law we have 1:20, which is much better than the BCI prescribed norms. And we have also have a right blend of faculty with experience as well as the young faculty members, and as presented by many other institutions, all the new recruitments are made only with faculty members with PhD, and those who have already joined long time back but didn't have PhD have also been motivated to complete the PhD program. And as a result of all these efforts over the last 3 years, one would see that there is a consistent increase in the faculty-student ratio score. We have now reached almost the maximum for the overall category, law as well as the engineering, where we are close to 30 or 25, the maximum score. Then we also have seen that there is progressive increase in the faculty quality and the experience score because of more percentage of faculty members having PhD degree and also having the right blend of experience. So as a result of which, in these 2 parameters, FSR and FQE, where there is clear objective benchmark, the institutions like us are able to really reach the benchmark in a very sustained manner, and we wish to continue with this effort so that we get these scores only increasing or reach the maximum or continue to attain the maximum over the period of time as well. This is reflected across the categories in which we are ranked, namely the law, overall, as well as in the engineering. The institution is very aware of the infrastructure upgradation in line with the new technology trends. And we also are aware that Make in India is one of the flagship initiatives of the government, and we want our students to be part of it. We want the institution also to be part of it. Hence, jointly with industry, as I said earlier, we have set up the industry accelerator where hands-on training can be given to people in technologies such as surface mount technology, fabrication, PCB, robotics, AMR, AR, VR. And as a continuation of this, we have also now established a center in collaboration with Bajaj. BEST is the Bajaj Engineering Skills Training Center, which is the flagship CSR initiative of Bajaj. This is the first such center, or only such center in Tamil Nadu. This center aims to train 500 graduate trainee engineers and diploma holders on robotics and automation, Industry 4.0, sensors and automation, and electric vehicles, and some of the facilities that are open now for people from institutions across the country, not only from Sastra, but for students from across the country, are the industry gate facilities, which are first of its kind in an academic institution in the country. So all these ensures that our students are capable of having the project internship carried out inside the Sastra, and they are better prepared to face the recruitment when the campus interview happens. Research among several initiatives, I would like to highlight the support that we give to the full-time PhD students. All the full-time PhD students in our university are supported. Even when there is some time delay in the release of fellowship from the government projects, the institution supports them through giving the fellowship. As a result, over a period of time, we have seen completely a good amount of increase in the number of PhD graduated. We would be able to compete much better if this PhD numbers is also divided by the faculty while the normalization is taken. But right now, we understand that the absolute number of PhD produced is what is taken for the ranking. Maybe if this is also divided by faculty and normalized, there could be some better opportunities as well. We are more concentrated on the quality of publications. In the institution, 80% of our publications are in Web of Science, and 70% of our publications are in Q1 and Q2. And every year we see that there is an increase in the median impact factor of our publications. The placement to the students. Even in the times of recession, we are able to get very good placement from the for our students. And in addition, 20 to 25% of our students aspire for higher studies both in India and abroad. Accordingly, we have faculty members who train the students for GATE exam, GRE, and TOEFL as well, and CSR exams. And that is one more avenue by which we are able to ensure that our students are able to get admissions to higher studies. In addition to that, we have 2 technology business incubators. Totally, these 2 have about 100 incubators, and 35 have already graduated, and these 2 incubators together have they have raised about 10 crores of funding in order to support the student innovations at Sastra as well as for outside community. And as a result of which, for a student, after completing the 4 years of degree, he or she is able to find a placement or a higher study opportunity or an opportunity to get placed in the incubation setup as the Sastra University. So we thank you for the opportunity and look forward to the interactions during. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome Christian Medical College, Vellore, for their presentation.
Good afternoon and greetings from Christian Medical College, Vellore. Big thanks to our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu for bringing us all together, for felicitating us and providing this platform so that we can hear each other's best practices and also network in the future. Thank you very much, sir. Christian Medical College over the last several years has been known by several taglines, and one of the taglines is serving the nation since 1900. So that's a very long time ago, and CMC was born based on a need. and everything that we do in CMC is based on the healthcare needs of our country. And the need in 1900 was women were dying in childbirth. And our founder, Dr. Ida Scudder, came to visit her father, who was a doctor in India, and people thought that she was the doctor. So they went to her and said, our wife is suffering in childbirth. Can you come and oversee the delivery? And she said, no, I'm not the doctor. My father is the doctor. And 3 men came the same night to their house asking for help for their wife's delivery. The next day she heard that all 3 women died because the custom at that time was men couldn't oversee the delivery of women. So then she made up her mind, went back to Cornell, studied, and came back in 1900 and started a 1-bed clinic. And soon she realized that she couldn't meet the healthcare needs of the country by herself. And then she started training programs, nursing in 1909, medicine in 1918, and so forth, so many allied health science courses, the higher specialty MD, MS, super specialty courses from 1950s. So actually, all of us currently there are standing on a very rich heritage and legacy, and we thank God that we still continue to have dedicated and committed faculty to carry on what was started more than 100 years ago. The core of our educational process is that students who come in will go out and give quality health care, and they will be service oriented. So our whole teaching, learning, resources, all our curriculum is aimed in such a way that they will be professionally excellent, they will be competent. Not only they will be competent, that they will be compassionate and willing to respond to the needs of others. So in our curriculum itself, during their holidays, they have 2 weeks of postings where they go to different parts of India, resource-limited settings, rural settings, where they actually get a taste of what healthcare in India is. What are the healthcare needs? How is healthcare practiced? Because here in CMC, we have tertiary care, we have all the latest things, but they need to know what the needs of our country are. So that's one of the things in our curriculum. We ensure that they are ethically sound. So both ethics and communication is embedded into our curriculum. Now, if they're there in a surgery posting or an OG posting, what are the different ethical things that come up in that specialty is brought to them so that when they leave, they'll be ethically sound. And we believe that patients come from all over India to CMC because they see that no ethical medicine is being practiced in our hospital. We also want them to go out as servant leaders. So at the same time, when they're having curricular activities, there are also various responsibilities we give them so that they learn leadership also, so that they will go out as servant leaders with a special concern for the poor and the marginalized. As I said, we have dedicated faculty. We have about 800 faculty for 500 medical students. So you can see the faculty-student ratio. And we have a Gurukul system where even the faculty compulsorily have to stay in the campus. So our founder, when she planned a 200-acre campus where both the faculty and the students are housed in the same campus. And we have a foster family system where each student is assigned a faculty family where they are foster parents. So though they come from different parts, the minute they come in, they assign foster families. So there is a relationship. So they see us in class, they see us outside the class. So there's a Gurukul system of education, and you can see the tuition fee. We've intentionally kept it low. No, maybe unbelievable for some of you. Graduates will commit themselves to a lifetime of service. Research is key, and if we want to improve our education, we want to improve our service, research is a key component, so we encourage all faculty to do research. There's a lot of seed funding, so they do some basic pilot experiments. With that, they can actually apply to larger government bodies for large funds. Several of our faculty have good funding, and we also have recurrent workshops. Nearly now every month we have manuscript writing workshops. How do you convert your research into a publication? We have workshops on research methodology, biostatistics. It just goes on and on every month, so people can sign in for these workshops. We have also our undergraduates doing research where our faculty will be mentors, and several of them have ICMR funded projects even as undergraduate students. So we have several research projects going on. I just want to highlight a few. One is this gene therapy for hemophilia, where it's a collaborative research project, and collaboration really works well. It's collaboration with Emory University in the US, where we are seeing very good results. It's a clinical trial, we are seeing very good results. This will be a game changer for India, because currently factor VIII is extremely expensive and the common man cannot afford it. But if this comes in, this is going to be a game changer. So we're working on relevant topics. We also have a very good collaborative project with IIT Madras. Recently, we've just patented that. It's a arm and hand robo. It's for patients with arm disability, maybe because of stroke or they have some weakness. This very cost-effective robo between IIT Madras and CMC Vellore, we just patented it. It's going to be a very cost-effective device. So there's lots of collaborative research that's going on. Recently, the Indian Council of Medical Research has identified CMC as a center of excellence in research in several topics. You can just see here, excellence of TB research, excellence in translational research, center of excellence for soil transmitted helminths and other parasitic neglected tropical diseases. The Department of Hematology has been recognized as Center for Advanced Research in Leukemia, and Microbiology has been recognized as Center for Advanced Research in rickettsial diseases. So we thank God for all these recognitions. In terms of service, the motto of our institution is not to be served, but to serve. And we keep emphasizing this to our students. We have about 10,000, more than 10,000 outpatients a day from across the country. We have more than 2,000 inpatients a day, and we emphasize on service with excellence, compassion, and integrity. So we have all levels of service, right from primary care to secondary, tertiary, quaternary care. We also have outreach services to our surrounding villages, and we ensure that the poor are not neglected. So every doctor can give concessional treatment. He can assess the socioeconomic status of the patient, and he can even write free. So I think that's the reason many people stay on in CMC, because these are all the things, they have a lot of job satisfaction in what they do. In terms of outreach, we extend our services to our surrounding villages. If you see all the health indicators in terms of maternal and child health are very good. There's 100% vaccine coverage. There's screening and treatment of non-communicable diseases. We've got care for the elderly, home-based palliative care. We've recently reached out to the tribal population in the Javadi Hills, where we're not only concentrating on health, we are concentrating on education, on sanitation, and we hope this will be like a model village for others to follow. We thank God for His grace and favor, and we will continue to serve the people of our state and our country through excellence in education, service, and research. I want to especially thank our university, the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University. Our Vice Chancellor is here, Dr. Narayanasamy, for their excellent support, guidance, and for maintaining the standards in our university. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome JSS College of Pharmacy, Ooty, for their presentation.
His Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu, the dignitaries on and off the dais, very good afternoon, one and all. My humble pranams to His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji of Sri Suturmat, Mysuru, who is the Chancellor of JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, with which our institution, JSS College of Pharmacy, Ooty, is affiliated with. Our university, JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, was established in 2008. So till last year, we were under the category of Young University. We are just 15 years old. And we are very proud to present here, this year, 2024, the THE ranking under SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being. JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research has been ranked first in the world. And of course, we do have other SDGs we have performed reasonably well. This is the journey of our institution in the last 9 editions of NIRF. We were there in the top 10 for the last 4 years, and last year we could able to move to top 5. We ranked 4th, and this year again we have maintained the same ranking. And this is our team, our principal, Dr. S.P. Dinamalar, and myself, the nodal officer, and Dr. Satyanarayana, Dr. Krishnammal, and Dr. Jubi. The team is very important for NIRF ranking because if institutions keep changing the nodal officers or the team every year, it won't help, because understanding the concepts and the criteria itself requires more time. So my belief is it is very important to have the consistent team in the institutions who are working for the NIRF ranking. This is the performance in the individual metrics of our institution. You can see the green shaded or improvement in the individual scores. Wherever there is an yellow shade, we have decreased in scores, and blue shades are there are no changes. And we want this entire table to be green in color. That's our target. Once we reach everywhere improvement and this table becomes completely green, we believe that definitely we could able to reach the dream position of number 1. In this year, 2024, we are proud to say that our scores in 4 metrics like TLR, RPC, GO, and OA, we have increased our scores from last year, except perception. Perception score for 2024 has decreased. But if you look at the ranking of individual criteria, 4 out of 5 criteria, we were in the top 5 across all the pharmacy institutions. Despite this fact, I said 2 things. Our scores have individually increased in the metrics, and in the individual metrics, we were top 5 in 4 criteria. Despite this, we could not improve our ranking. We could able to just maintain the same ranking. The simple reason is, it's not only to improve our scores, we should also look at the competitors' scores, how they are performing. We strongly believe that our rankings are decided by our competitors. We also work, there is no doubt on that, but it is all about our competitors, how they work. So we believe we should closely monitor our competitors and their performances, and accordingly we should act upon. Coming to TLR, thanks to our management that our financial investment on teaching learning has been consistently increased. Again, we all know that when we are talking about financial investment, it is not on infrastructure. So under TLR, under finance, if you want to increase, there are only a couple of opportunities. One is the seminars and conferences, expenditures on seminars and conferences, and library expenditures. And very importantly, where we can play is, or where we can concentrate more on is, purchase of equipments through research grants. Though research grants lead to purchase of equipments, it is not directly contributing there, but it is also contributing in the TLR. Coming to the experience of the teachers, as already mentioned by many of the speakers, it is not very important to have all experienced teachers. We don't want 100% of the teachers who are all consistently staying with our institution. In fact, as per NIRF, it is a disadvantage, because we should have checks and balance of the newcomers and the middle phase experience and the highly experienced teachers, and we could able to maintain that. Coming to PhD qualifications, as every institution has a strategy, we also have made a policy that our recruitment is going to be only with PhD qualified, and the teachers who are with only MPharm qualification or any other PG qualification are doing their PhD. So in years to come, we will achieve the target of 100% teachers with the PhD qualifications. And our faculty student ratio is less than 1:15 and 100% admissions across all the programs. These are some of the infrastructures developed, and these are some of the adjunct faculty who are all the academicians from national and international researchers, industrial experts, CEOs, and few diplomats as well. Coming to the second criteria, research and professional practice, our publications have consistently increased, and through the publication, the citations have increased. For increasing the citation and consultancy outlay, when we have the repute of top-ranked institution under NIRF, obviously the industries are approaching us, and a good consultancy outlay can be made. Few of our strategies for research and professional practice to improve the scores in this domain: target-driven publication with financial support. This is very important because we tried all the ways of encouraging the faculty members and other thing, but until otherwise there was a target given to individual teachers. People may agree or disagree, but that has worked well for in our case. So every teacher has been given the target that they have to do this publication, and only in Scopus. So this has helped us to improve the marks, improve our marks in the publication. And collaborative research and publications I already mentioned, and industry institutional repository. This is also another strategy which helps us to increase our citations. Engagement of IPR consultants to increase our patents, and consultancy resources sharing with PIs, so that the teachers are much more encouraged to bring more and more consultancy works. These are some of the infrastructures which were created through funded projects. And TIFAC core in herbal drugs is one of our biggest strength. This is the program sponsored by the DST. We have been identified as the center as a TIFAC core in herbal drugs. With our industrial partner Tablets India, these two products were already in the market. And we also have a drug testing laboratory for our to take care of our consultancy projects. And we are very happy to say that the Tamil Nadu Medical Services Corporation has empaneled our institution, and we get samples from the Tamil Nadu government for doing the drug testing of their samples. These are some of the products which were technology transferred to various industries. As I said, we have TIFAC core in herbal drugs. So many of the herbal products which were developed by the TIFAC core has been technology transferred to industries. Coming to graduate outcomes, about 70% of the UG students join for higher studies, and we also encourage them and train them for the GPAT examination. It is equivalent to the GATE examination in engineering, which is a national level examination. And the placement of PG UG students at top ranked pharma industries with maximum salary. The annual exam results are attained between 95 to 100%. On-time graduation and on-time graduation of PhD scholars. You can also see that our PhD numbers have consistently increased over the period of time. And outreach and inclusivity, the female students are more than 50%, and the faculty female strength is around more than 30%. And we have all the facilities for differently abled, and these are all the criteria as we all know, so we meet all those things, so we could able to get maximum marks. And we are proud that under outreach and inclusivity in pharmacy category, we scored the first rank. And we have students from 18 different states, and about 5% of the students from international. And coming to perception, which is very important, we do industry institutional interaction cell, invited lectures, active engagement of the employers, networking with the various alumni support systems, and the publications, awards, other ranking, rating, accreditations, they speak for itself. And then knowledge sharing, have a constant touch and keep updating with your academic and industrial collaborators, which is very important to have a perception. See, publishing all our data in the social media may help to have a perception among the public. But when it comes to NIRF, the perception of our institution among the professionals carries a very important aspect, because they are the one who are voting for us. So it is always better to engage our stakeholders, especially the employers and our peers, with our activities and updating them. And we are also proud that for 2 consecutive years, 2 of our faculty members, Dr. Satyanarayana, who is here, and Dr. Gautam Rajan, have been ranked as a top 2% scientist by Stanford University, USA. These are some of our academic and industrial collaborators. I would like to conclude by saying that in philosophy, there is a phrase that if you want to, our destination is achieving the God. The way to achieve the God, to reach the God, is the God himself. Similarly, I would like to compare this analogy with NIRF. Getting rank in NIRF is our destination. For getting good rank in NIRF, the way is NIRF itself, because it is a virtuous cycle. If we are ranked at the top, everything follows. It brings you the good students, good publications, good faculty members, good grants. So it is a virtuous cycle. So the best way to get ranking in NIRF is getting rank in NIRF. With this note, I thank His Excellency for having arranged this wonderful meeting. And we learn, this is a wonderful opportunity every year, because we learn from the experts of all other institutions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome PSGR Krishnammal College for Women, Coimbatore. This is the last presentation of the day.
Good afternoon, His Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu, the dignitaries on and off the dais. Good afternoon to one and all. We feel proud and honored to be invited for this conclave, and I'm also privileged to represent PSGR Krishnammal College for Women. And so a glimpse about my institution. So the institution ranks 7th in NIRF 2024. And our NAC score is 3.71, A++ in the 4th cycle, and received College of Excellence by UGC. We offer 36 UG programs, 19 PG programs, 13 research programs, and we cater to more than 8,500 women students and 425 plus faculty. And the MBA program is internationally accredited under ACBSP. And we also have UGC-sponsored BVOC and Community College. And we received the Best Institute Award for Women's Skill Development. And we have RWTP Center, which is sponsored by DST. Ours is the only women's college and one of the top centers in India, received GRG Bairak Yuva Center. And we are recognized by DBT Builder, and we are also proud to mention that ours is the only college in Tamil Nadu. And we are also recognized by DST FIST, DST Curie, and all the science departments are recognized by DBT Star status from 2012 onwards. And we received a Center of Excellence by Sector Skill Council, and we are very proud to mention that ours is the only institute at the college level acting as nodal center for AC-ABC scheme, which is sponsored by Manage, and Satellite Skill Center sponsored by DSIR, and GRG LG Innovation Center, which is one of the best model for academy industry interface, which is called as Dojo. And we also have a center for energy studies. And when it comes to teaching and learning resources, first I would like to emphasize more on the curriculum. Our curriculum is designed in such a way like our students will be able to cope up with the disruptive changes that is taking place in the present scenario. And this curriculum is designed by a team of experts, which includes industry people, eminent academicians, and our stakeholders. Apart from the core and elective papers, we also emphasize more on skill courses. Each department offers skill courses, and all these skill courses comes under an umbrella which is called a skill hub. And the student of any department will have an opportunity to select any of the skill courses offered by the other departments under CBCS. When it comes to our teaching learning process, the faculty follow innovative pedagogical tools so that the student will have an opportunity to experience practical learning, experiential learning, and innovative pedagogical tools are used. And apart from that, we also motivate the students to learn self-learning through various online platforms like NASCOM, SWAYAM, NPTEL, and ICT Academy. And students also have an opportunity to take up various courses offered by industries under their CSIR initiatives. Students also have opportunities to take up summer internships at reputed state and central universities and paid interns offered by the industries. They also participate in hackathons and think tanks to put forth their creative ideas and to find out a solution. And the faculty are regularly trained through various FDP programs by the TLC, which is Teaching Learning Center at KCW, and the training mainly focuses on how to develop e-content development and how technology can be integrated as a part of the teaching learning process and how to use open educational resources. And we have international collaboration where more than 120 students per year participate in social immersion program and cultural exchange program to various abroad universities. When it comes to research, there are the few thrust areas which the faculty and the research scholars work. They are green hydrogen, battery storage, exosomes, biomaterials, data analytics, circular economy, and sustainable technologies. So state-of-the-art infrastructure that is available, and this infrastructure is provided by many of the funding agencies like DBT, DST, UGC, DSIR, ICSSR, and other funding agencies which comes under Ministry of Science and Technology. So this state-of-art infrastructure facilitated us to start centers of excellence, and apart from that, we have incubator and pre-incubation facility for the students who wanted to have their own startups and commercialize their products. And seed money is provided by the management for the young researchers to start their own project work, and collaboration with higher educational institutions, industries at the national and the international level helps us to do collaborative research. Graduation outcome, the success of the student is measured by the graduation outcome. Generally, 60 to 70% of the students go for higher education at reputed state and central universities. 30 to 40% of the students opt for placement, and we are very proud to mention that this year, for the academic year 2023 to 24, one student, she got placed for an amount of rupees 26 lakhs per annum at Amazon Web Services, and the median salary for this year is 5 lakhs. And 5 to 10% of the students opt for entrepreneurship, and the institution provides an ecosystem to encourage entrepreneurship. So we encourage the students by offering courses, and few courses are mandate. For example, entrepreneurship, design thinking, these are mandate for the students, and based on their interest, based on their interest, students are mentored to take up entrepreneurship after completing their graduation. And when it comes to outreach and inclusivity, the institution was established in the year 1963, and the institution has its own legacy. It is a women-only institution, so which attracts many of the students. And we strongly believe that our curriculum is innovative, flexible, and dynamic. So based on the industry requirement, we change our curriculum, which attracts the students in the undergraduation and post-graduation programs. And the institution provides an inclusive environment for the socially challenged, physically challenged, and financially challenged students through various scholarships. And apart from that, the Center of Excellence in Life Sciences, Center of Excellence for Commerce Professionals, Advanced Materials, Women Leadership, Apparel, Made-ups and Home Furnishing, Energy Studies, and Dojo Center, which attracts the PG students and the PhD students to perform their research work. So this is a major plus point of our institution. The next one is perception. Like, we would like to thank our students because they are the real testimonials, especially the outgoing students and alumni who are the testimonials, and the kind of information that they spread to the community attracts the students. And the next one is our collaborators, especially the higher education institutions. We wanted to mention this. We have a consortium with many higher education institutions located in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka. So through this, we organize various kinds of activity, and we also facilitate student and faculty mobility. So this also improves our perception. And the next very important vertical, we reach the community through various social immersion program. And we have a center which is called as Rural Women Technology Park, which is located around 30 kilometers from our institution in the rural area. So that is one of the best model for public-private partnership, because the land was provided by the village people for the service that the institution has provided. So more than 10,000 rural women like SHGs and NGOs were benefited through various technology transfer in post-harvested technology. So I would like to thank our students, alumni, collaborators, management, faculty, staff, and NRF coordinators who constantly help us to maintain the ranking. And we are also very proud to mention that we are able to maintain in the first 10 ranks for the past 5 years. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We thank all the institution for their presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the interaction session. So those who would like to ask question, we request you to raise your hand. We also request you to kindly introduce yourself and mention the name of the individual and the institution who made the presentation today, to whom you would like to direct your question. Thank you. Kindly raise your hand if you have any question to ask. No questions? Yes. So kindly introduce yourself and the name of the individual and the institution to whom you would like to direct your question to.
Honorable Governor Sir, I am Professor Tyagarajan, Pro Vice Chancellor, IIT Chennai campus. I have not a question, I wanted that slide the Vice Chancellor did not show because of lack of time. I would like to know from Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, she was telling that in perception she scored high, but she stopped with the third criteria. I would like her to highlight on that.
Thank you very much. It is mainly because of the connect with the different level of stakeholders, starting from international level organizations where we sign MOU and do the collaborative research, and then we have the adjunct faculty and also professor of practice, industrial connect, and our students are our testimony. You know, we are sending our students to short-term internship to different institutions within India and also to outside India, and also one semester twinning program we are sending them outside. So in toto, the perception is taken with all the stakeholders, including from the top level international organizations to the bottom level grassroots level organizations. So we are quite popular amongst all those people. That's why we could get 100 out of 100 in the perception. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more questions? Anyone? Last call for the interaction session. Anybody having any questions to ask? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we moving on to the presidential address by the Honorable Governor, we humbly request the Honorable Governor to felicitate Dr. Parameshwari from the controller, who's the controller of examination on behalf of the VC, Dr. MGR Education and Research Institute, Chennai, who has been ranked number 20 under the category of dental. They were unable to reach us on time because of the traffic congestion. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to address the gathering.
Professor Kamakoti, Secretary Sri Kirlos Kumar, all the Vice Chancellors, registrars, other academicians present here, At the outset, I'd like to congratulate all the institutions which have been felicitated today. Personally, I am immensely happy because I'm not sure whether any other state has the distinction of having 28 institutions located within the state in top 20. You know, we had put this top 20, there is a tough benchmark, there is no doubt about it. But we thought that there is no point in competing for, if we are going for excellence, then we shouldn't dilute the standard. This is the third such felicitation program that we are having today. We started in 2022. And we have seen how we have been improving. It is obvious. The objective with which we started this were basically twofold. One was our universities were largely functioning in isolation, in silos. More so about our state universities. Even private and private universities, non-state universities, they could be interacting with others, but certainly there was no engagement with state university. So universities functioning in isolation. This is not a desirable situation because we all know that a scholarship flourishes with exchange, with sharing, cross-fertilization of ideas, exchange of views, practices. So it should break the silo mindset. We have started two events. One is this felicitation of NIRF achievers, and second, Universities Conclave, 2 days we did it in Ooty, where we meet and we talk, we share what we are doing. And we also get experts from outside. We have seen that among the 28 institutions in our state which have been felicitated today, which are in top 20, a number of our state universities have also done very well. They have improved thanks to the vice chancellors, thanks to their team. We remember our prestigious university, Anna University. It used to be behind, but it has improved, even in all India. I'm talking about overall ranking. There has been consistent improvement, and it has the distinction of being the number one among the state universities. So it is a matter of pride for us. And for this, of course, I like to thank Professor Vellore and his team for consistent effort. Our other universities have also improved, and they have come in top 20. Our professional universities like agriculture universities, animal husbandry, veterinary animal husbandry university, they have been doing well, they have done better. Non-government universities, some of them, they have retained their position, which is not easy. And some of them have gained. Of course, we have the advantage of having the IIT Madras, which is the number one in overall in the whole country. So we have the presence of the number one. We also have the advantage of having the number one overall in the state category, that is Anna University. So this way is something which is which is a matter of pride for us. Now this conclave of excellence, where those who, the achievers, they share how did they reach there, what all did they do. Because we all know that a lot of work goes behind, a lot of effort goes behind. And when the achiever shares, it becomes an important input for everyone else. And it's an essentially for creating healthy competition. Because a scholarship is always a matter of competition. The sky is the limit. We should keep competing with ourselves. We should keep competing with our competitors. And as one of the presenters mentioned, that this ranking is a virtuous circle. Because once you rank high, it is a public knowledge. You will start getting the best from all over. People, you become a magnet. People say, oh, this is the institution. Usually, when they have this, which is the best institute, some newspapers, some journals, some magazines, they carry this kind of a survey. But we all know that how rigorous and transparent, how objective, how up to the maximum possible NIRF ranking is. So NIRF ranking has its own merit. I don't think it can, any other ranking which is loosely done, largely based on perception and all, will come anywhere close to it. So it is a virtuous circle, because higher you achieve, more talent, prospective talent you get. And I would like to thank Director IIT Madras for giving us the insight also that how it is done, because after all, when they frame these parameters and when they go into the detailed mechanics of it, being the number one in the country, IIT Madras has a say, and so we had the benefit of listening to IIT Madras. I am very happy that many of our institutions have started collaborating with each other. Initially, we used to hear our universities only doing collaboration with some foreign countries, but not collaboration with among ourselves. I thought it was not a very happy situation, because after all, when we have, every university has something good, every institution has something good, something worth sharing. So when we meet, we share, we learn. I'm also aware that quite a few of our institutions have started not only collaborating with each other, but also collaborating with IIT Madras. IIT Madras is also now expanding. It's going to the new areas. In fact, in the field of intellectual property and all, they have established a very, very high benchmark, and I'm sure they will continue moving forward. Because after all, you can always improve. Even if you are number one, you can always improve in terms of number of patents, number of, that is intellectual property that you create, number of startups that, and these incubators that come up here, which eventually lead to fructified and good, that is scaling up in business. Now, I'd like just one, since it is a day of celebration, we are all happy because our state has done so well. Private universities, the state universities, they have done very well. Now, a few note of caution that I would like to sound here. Now we know that one criteria is faculty, PhD faculty. Now PhD faculty is intended, this parameter is there on a presumption that we will produce quality PhDs. That is important. And here I would like to urge our institutions to take care that PhD quality must be excellent. And in general universities, not about, as far as professional universities are concerned, there are standards which you cannot just afford to compromise. You have to keep up. But our non-professional universities, which are general universities where you teach many subjects, there I would urge that you ensure that the quality of PhD improves, because presumption should not be falsified that a PhD holder is not worth it, then that's not a good situation. We had a meeting of our state vice chancellors, and one suggestions which I have given to them, that those of our PhD aspirants when they are doing the masters, they should be exposed to NET JRF competitions, because in fact on that count also there has been improvement. We have seen is consistent improvement. 2022, 2023, 2024, of course we didn't have it as yet, but we have seen the improvement in our number of NET JRF. Even among non-professional colleges there is an improvement, but I think we need to take it more, because the number of PhD that we produce is pretty large, but we must ensure that the quality is not compromised. There, for organizing a kind of a course or a coaching or guidance for such students, whether they are in first year of master or the second year of master, preferably the first year master itself, they should be exposed, because many students would be making up their mind, okay, they would do PhD. Some of them would do it at the last minute, that's okay. But majority of them would be forming up their mind that, okay, I'll go for PhD. So a course, a guidance course, how to prepare for NET JRF. Because we know that in our non-professional colleges, PhD fellowship is very, very low, otherwise it's very low. It is minimal. It's something which is, it's abysmally low. Number one. Number two is, if one goes through the rigor of preparation, then the student, the fellow is refined, becomes more competent. So we should conduct these courses and invite resource persons. We have resource persons everywhere within the state universities as well as in the private universities. And I would suggest this to even to the private non-government universities, because non-government deemed to be institutions also. There are some institutions which are doing well, because I have the NET JRF data of all the institutions in our state, whether it is a government and non-government. Some of the non-governments are doing very well in terms of PhD, NET JRF PhD. Not everyone is doing that well. So I would suggest that this we should aspire in every institution, even in the non-government and in the government, that our scholars, those who go for PhD, they should not go for PhD because just they have to go for it, just for the sake of it, or not getting proper placement or a job, or they feel that, okay, let me perhaps a few years more in academia before I go for it. No, that shouldn't be. We should discourage that kind of attitude. We should instill the quality of excellence, desire for excellence, and drive for excellence. We must do that. That is one thing that I thought I should share with you. And intellectual property. Intellectual property, again on that count, even in our state universities have improved over the years. We have seen the quality improving. we have to improve, we have to give greater emphasis on it. Because you know, friends, if the country has to grow, and it has to grow, there is no alternative, then we have to create intellectual properties. Today, if you look at the report of World Intellectual Property Organization, 46% of patents in the world are from China. 46%. 18% are from United States. Of course, in value chain, if you look at, plus the quality of US patents are certainly much higher. But quantitatively, 46% is a pretty large number. We have started, for long we had ignored it. We didn't care. Our patent procedure also was not very streamlined. Things have become far easier today. But orientation towards creating intellectual property, that awareness also was missing. Today, we have the awareness and we have started doing well. The last year, the latest WIPO report, if you look at it, our country, we have made a jump, but we are still at a very small, too small to be mentioned. I feel so that from less than 1, we have gone to 2.5% we have taken over. But we have to take far greater leap. I am happy that our universities, in the last 2 years, data that I have seen, we are consistently increased. We are doing better in our IP. I think we have to put greater emphasis on that for the purpose of our NIF ranking, for the purpose of our nation's growth. The quality of PhD and thrust on IP, intellectual property. These two things I would urge on all of you. And I wish all of you the very best. I'm sure it has this conclave has been to the advantage of everyone. We have all benefited. We are all winners. And my best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now request the Deputy Secretary to Governor Universities to propose the words of thanks.
I am honored to express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Governor, the Chancellor of State Universities, for presiding over this conclave that felicitated the top-ranking institutions of Tamil Nadu in NIR of India Rankings 2024. I extend my gratitude to Secretary to Governor for the guidance, motivation, and support in organizing this conclave a successful one. I extend my thanks to Professor Dr. Kamakoti, Director IIT Madras, for his enlightening presentation and valuable insights. I thank the directors, the vice chancellors, the registrars of top-ranking institutions for their insightful presentation. I thank the heads of institutions, state universities for their active participation. My heartfelt thanks to the deans, directors, and faculty members from various institutions for their valuable presence. I especially thank the press and media for the unwavering support to Raj Bhavan. I thank the officers and staff of Raj Bhavan for their efforts in making the event grand success. I am sure this conclave will be remembered in the historical annals of Raj Bhavan. Once again, I thank everyone. Anevarukkum nandri vanakkam.
Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly request all of you to rise up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा